Warning, this video contains vaping. I wanted to not vape for most of these videos because I know it's like a flashpoint for people. They like to have a really strong opinion about it, and I don't really. If I could still get clove cigarettes, I'd be really, really burning my life away on clove cigarettes, and instead I've got fucking e-cigarettes. I don't want to be making this video right now. It's not my plan. It's not in my rapidly... I'm trying to be overly clever right now. I'm working on the outline, and that this thing is not in that outline. But I felt a responsibility to a fucking really, really mentally ill idiot to try to do the science, which this isn't. It's just I'm trying to be as candid and honest about my experience as possible. I don't want this sort of video to dominate the main project, but I have to admit that this is ran into some familiar trouble today. It's November 3rd, 2021. I had filmed on digital. I had a professor in college who was wholly unprepared for the massive paradigm shift that was going on, who insisted that we know that we can't film on a digital camera. That's not filming, that's shooting. And I made sure to maintain that distinction, despite it rapidly losing all relevance to everyone. Maybe they still use it in like actual Hollywood. Like, I'm gonna film this. Fucking really? Oh, I'm just gonna go shoot this shit. You know? I don't know. I don't think it was something started filming. What are they filming on? A bunch of fucking digital IMAX cameras. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Professor, whatever his name is. I win that round. It didn't matter. I worked today. This isn't... Fuck. And this notion, like, shove it in Bo Burnham's face, like, I'm only gonna do this work on the days I actually have to work, you know? I'm gonna treat it like a fucking job, like an extra job. Maybe I'll get paid for it at some point in the future. But that was for the stuff I was, like, planning. Like, I fucking worked on writing today a bunch. I work on writing during my breaks. People at work are starting to fucking give me extra weird looks. I'm already weird enough. Now I'm walking around with these fucking notebooks. That's enough. That's enough. I'm a janitor. What do I think I'm doing with writing in a fucking book? Anyway. Yeah, I just hit I'm making this video because I hit a familiar sense of feeling a little bit overwhelmed at all the possibilities for a project that's built to push me towards as many possibilities as possible. Because that's how I'm going to articulate what it was like, what it is like for me to experience a serious mental health event. And I'm recognizing that I have to. The metaphor I'm going to use in the project is guardrails. I am putting up the guardrails. I am fortifying the guardrails. I'm seeing the shape of this thing. I'm getting a good idea of how I need to structure it. Been inspired by Robert Pickering Burnham's work on the movie Bo Burnham's Inside, and how he plainly doesn't suffer from the same sort of mental illnesses I have or like anyone has, because he doesn't have any mental illnesses. So I'm looking at how he made his movie for like inspiration of like how I should try to. Um, because again, Bo Burnham doesn't suffer from any of the mental illnesses at all, and so maybe a nervous disorder, maybe. But I'm trying, it's this blend of like, I want to get this thing done. I want to accomplish this goal. I want to make it a reasonable goal that I can accomplish while having a full time job, while living in a halfway house, while still adjusting to my most recent life shattering mental health event. And the scale it's gotten intimidating. Scale of what I'm going to have to try to manage ahead of time and plan for ahead of time and rehearse ahead of time. And what will come out in the moment that will make any plan folly, but every outline will be valuable. You know what I'm saying? And the other part is same thing. My brain can do some crazy shit, but like on the day, what maybe it won't. So I'm trying to structure the project to give me those sorts of like, get me in this sort of groove, let me move out of that groove and into this other groove, but at a certain stage it just fucking goes, and it's gonna go, and it's gonna go, and I'm gonna switch into a fucking weird like Pittsburgh accent, and I don't know how to do a fucking Pittsburgh accent, okay? I do accents like hi, I used to be able to do Australian pretty good, and then it's really slowly, thanks to Taika Waititi, slipped into a New Zealand, and I don't know how. Now I feel like I'm doing a New Zealand making fun of an Australian. Or maybe I'm just doing Australian. I was in Australia. I had that accent pretty well, and now it's getting fuzzy. I need to be trained again. That's the truth of it. Like I could go on YouTube and refresh myself. I've done that for plays and stuff. I could do that if I needed to. But like I'm a guy who can do accents, but I'm not. I don't specialize. I refused to specialize at any point. Over specialize. I don't know. So yeah, I made this video, and I don't know if I'm even going to upload it, but I did want to try to take that part seriously where I felt overwhelmed. Maybe it'll help to talk it out in some venue that I imagine relates to other people. Can I make the delusion of this project work for me? I mean, it's at I'm aiming it at large targets, or targets with high visibility, that sort of thing. Celebrity joking targets. Yeah, I'm not gonna upload this one. It's this weird fucking balance where I have to know that the project will ultimately be about me portraying, hopefully, someone who doesn't understand that these people aren't a part of this thing, that he's just glued them on, See, this is the sort of thing we work through. My last video was, I just wanted to say, there's the ending to this project was not anticipated. in the way it became the ending. There was no music playing when I made that video. One song was me playing sound camp on a tablet that I used to have before I broke it in 2018. And then, I had two of those songs that I just kind of plopped into the time, and then tossed the other song in at the end, and it wasn't planned. Like, I hope he knows that wasn't planned. I want him to know that wasn't planned. Even if I don't upload this video, I'll probably try to make that clear at some point. Just, I was ready. I was done with what I had to say, and I glanced down at my phone and was turning over from 7 minutes something to 8 minutes something. With no false equivocations. If the cops show up for me, I'm in danger. I'm in danger to myself from cops. Scumbag cops. What the fuck they're doing? Excuse me, sir, why'd you answer your door in just a bathrobe and boxers? So I was in bed. Okay, well, come with us. Sit in the back of the car. Can I get some clothes? No. Why are you talking to me like I'm the asshole then? This is just kind of talk therapy at this point, right? I don't know. Does that mean I have to upload it? I don't want to deal with that shit. I guess, I'm in this sweet spot right now where literally I'm getting 0 views on anything. Zero on anything, and that's interesting. Because it's interesting that this is not something to share, and it kind of makes me want to upload it. I had ideas of putting out really cynically important sorts of things in a video that I would make sure wouldn't get any views. And then I would use it to point out later and be like, see, people don't give a fuck anyway. Kind of like nasty, cynical shit. Just gotcha bullshit. Fucking make me feel good for 3 seconds, right? So I'm not gonna do that. Because it already fucking happened. I'm not gonna post screenshots of my Twitter. I'm not even sure. I guess I'll look it up right now. Fuck. Twitter. If I have a shortcut anywhere, I don't know where it is. What's happening? Review your email. Is that still my email address? Sure. Go ahead and use Voxlings. My name on Twitter is Jonathan Carlisle at Stasis. I wonder if I can change that. I guess this is going to be pretty boring. How long will it take me to figure out how to change something on Twitter? Settings and privacy, account information, confirm your password. There's something typed into that box. Let's confirm it. Yeah. That turned out to be my password my computer knew and I didn't know. Username. Jonathan Carlisle Altman. Your username must be shorter than 15 characters. But that's my name. How can I be shorter than 15 characters on it? It takes more than those characters to say my whole name. My username I didn't even use the spaces. What'll happen to our thoughts if we have to restrict them to a certain set of characters? What could possibly happen to our thoughts? I start thinking we're experts on social media because we're good at navigating social media. I'm going to save it because it's just like a dumb quote, but I like saying it. This is my response to Bo Burnham being declared a master of social media in any form. How are you going to fix time if you're standing in it, you dumbass, ass and ass, three-dimensional dummy? Bo Burnham is social media. He can't fucking comment effectively on it. He's trying to describe a sphere from a 2D plane. That's it. You get that one, Bo? It's in your fucking high school textbooks, bitch.